know that I'm different, self-motivated, self-disciplined, yeah. I learned from my experience. I just want someone.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode from Boyz Men. I'm your host, Terry, Mr. The King, and I'm back with y'all with another special edition from Boyz Men, Sacred Edition, you know. And I got the head of the Brooks family in here with me today. He don't like my character on the show, but in real life, he think I'm an alright guy. Ain't that right, Doctor? I don't know about all that stuff. But no, man, I'm excited because look, these people, they bring a lot to the table. And Pensacola, Florida, about to be on high alert because we got a gangster doctor coming around the corner. But I'm gonna let him introduce himself, and he's not alone, y'all. He is not alone. So I'm gonna allow the lovely couple, husband and wife of the Brooks family, but also real husband and wife, to introduce themselves.
Hello, I am Nora Jane, and my character is Dr. Sharika Brooks.
They all doctors, y'all. And then we got...
My name is Darin Byrd, and I am Dr. Darin Brooks.
Hey, Doc. Finally, we got you on the show, man. It's been so long. I asked you to be on the show a while back, but I finally got you on here. So, you know, I got to take my time. And,
Well, I don't go anywhere unless my people set everything up. So, obviously, you got in touch with my peoples, and they was able to make this happen for you.
Yeah. You know, we got the same peoples, though, you know, Doc. So, technically, I am your peoples. You could have. I'm just saying, like, you know, yeah. I don't know how much different he is from his real role, so I'm gonna pipe it down a little bit. But listen, I always like to start off like a little background story. You know, talk about like your journey from where you were to where you at now. And you just gotta be acting. You know, your whole life journey, how you got to this point. For both of y'all, you know.
You can go ahead, Dr. Brooks.
Well, I mean, acting, I know you said doesn't have to be acting, but acting has always been something that has been in me to do. And, you know, I started my journey into acting after I got out of high school. I made some tours around different cities and states, living and just trying to find myself. And once I had an opportunity to go to acting school through John Casablanca, I was able to take that to a different level. Started doing a lot of photo shoots in Jacksonville, Florida, and just getting my face out there, getting my name out there, and then decided to make my way into theater. Started with Picara under Leroy Williams.
That's my cousin.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, great guy. I started with Picara. I was doing theater with them for approximately 9 years. So that gave me that opportunity. And then through the course of just life, building a house and just doing a lot of different things, finally my wife said, hey, why don't you get back into your acting? So I got in touch with Elrico Tunstall, and at that point I got into TV and film, and been with him almost 5 years now. And over the course of that time, he watched me grow. He watched me develop in TV and film, and started working with me. And then, as everyone knows, Elrico is always looking. He's always watching and observing. And when he decided to do Sacred, he was able to pull some of us to the side and give us an overview and outlook of what it was, and then started bringing everybody to the table. Of course, in that span of time, COVID took place, so we were down a couple of years. but we now have came back, and we've came back stronger. So the downtime that we all had, we were able to regroup. We were able to focus on our craft. I was able to go to Atlanta, be on quite a few TV sets, quite a few movie sets in Atlanta, to hone my skills. And at that point, we transitioned on into rebuilding and bringing back Sacred. And now we have a much larger cast. We have a brilliant cast. We have a much larger production team, very brilliant. And it is now amazing. So that's been pretty much my road.
How's it been being able to share this journey with your wife as well too?
It's amazing because one, not only is she an amazing wife, on screen and off screen, she's also an amazing actress, amazing actor. She is brilliant in acting. I can feed off of her with different situations and scenarios when I'm working on different preparations that I need for characters. And we also met in Picard.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
it's like some of this Hallmark movie stuff I've been seeing all the time. Y'all a Hallmark movie? Hey, this is Black Hallmark, y'all.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. We met during my tenure over in Picard. She showed up, and history started at that point. Yes.
That give me some hope that I can probably find me a wife one day. Man, I don't know where.
Well, it won't be in the Brooks family, so you can cancel that.
LaMonica, I can make her.
I mean, you can have her.
But see, what?
No,
Dang.
no, you can't. No, you can't. That's my
she
baby.
can have her.
That's my baby. No, you can't. No, you can't. No, that's my baby.
She put her foot down. Well, dang, wait, hold on. I just thought about that. No, wait, no, I can't be. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
So,
Yeah. I'm gonna weasel my way in. So,
it's not happening.
we're gonna go to like the. You watched WWF back in the day?
I did growing up.
You remember when Triple H and Stephanie McMahon got married?
I seen that.
I'm Triple H. That's Stephanie.
Who's Stephanie?
I don't know which one. I'm
Well, it
gonna
won't be Sophia.
Well, she happily married.
And even if she wasn't,
even if you know, hey,
It
you
comes-
can't
it
stop.
comes through the
It's
daddy.
what they want. It's what
it
they
comes
want.
through the daddy.
Destruction of this.
Yeah,
family.
Naomi is off limit as well.
What?
That's my baby. That's my baby.
She's a stripper.
But she's off limit.
No. Okay.
Yeah, she is.
But Miss Nora,
Yeah.
like your journey with acting. Let's talk.
Mine actually started, I've always wanted to be on TV.
Yeah.
So I started modeling. And I went through Barbizon. I don't know how many people remember Barbizon.
No,
I don't even know if they still in
No, my little
business.
sister just recently did Barbizon the
Okay.
last couple years of high school, and then so
Yeah.
they still.
Yeah, so I did Barbizon when I think I was 11 or 12. And I don't have any photos to show. My photos were lost and everything. So that kind of like, okay, it's not meant for me to do this, whatever.
Yeah.
And so as I got older, I was like, I still want to be on TV. I really want to be an actress. And I got into Picard. And so I love Picard. Theater is really hard. It is hard, but it was good for me. And then I met this handsome fella over here. And again, life happens, and so we did our thing. And I think his drive for acting was more than my drive for acting, because my thing is I want my husband to make it first. And if he makes it, then I know we've made it.
Yeah.
And so I told him, hey, there's a manager of the year going on. Talk to this guy named Enrico. And when he did it, and he was like, maybe it's good, it's awesome. And, going on, he was like, and I want you to get into it. I don't think I was ready, because I saw him going places,
Yeah.
you know, with El Rico. And my thing was, I'm nervous. I don't
Yeah.
want to do this right now. And so even when I went for the class, his actors court class, I went through the one day. And I was like,
we was there together. Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
he was me and you together?
No, yeah, because that was the day during like 2020 when they had that little shutdown. It was like, it was that downtown by Five Sisters. And yeah, because I remember that. Because I think, you graduated the same day me too, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I did it one day.
See, hey.
No,
Mom
you
and Pop,
still
just
can't
accept me in the family.
You still can't have my Naomi. Can't have my Sophia either.
Y'all got any stepchildren or something? Adopt the kids? I can be y'all adopt the kids. Adopt Luke. He can be daddy.
You really want him to be your daddy?
I think I can
You
handle
really
it.
want him to be? Now you would love for me to be your mama, but I don't think you
I
want
can
him to
handle
be your
it. Hey,
daddy.
I can handle it.
Mm,
Hey, the other ones can't. See, pressure makes bust pipes.
Makes you
I
any
think-
different.
yeah.
Because I'm blue. I'm in the Bible. You ain't read the chapter book of Luke.
You in the
You read the book of Luke.
I still don't see how that makes you any difference.
I'm a diamond in the rough. I'm a diamond in the rough. Back to the story.
Oh, so anyway, yeah, I guess El Rico and of course my husband, they saw something in me that I didn't see because again, I wasn't ready. I wanted to get more, I guess, training, and then Sacred Heart, and I guess El Rico saw something in me, and now I'm excited, even though I'm a woman of few words,
Yeah.
and you know my time is short. But I'm excited. I'm very excited.
I like that.
And I love being playing side by side with my husband because we go into character at home. And I be like, wait a minute, hold on, who are you? Because
He's like, hey, drop the Brooks.
let me know.
Drop the Brooks and get the Byrd.
Yes, and then I tell him sometimes, wait a minute, this ain't Dr. Brooks' episode. I need you to come back. I need you to be Darin Byrd because this ain't it. So
I be trying to figure out when he is. I don't even know when he ain't in character because I be over there trying to. Hey,
I take him out of character when we at home. He try to stay in character. I be like, nope, this ain't happening, Captain.
he's staying in character 24/7, y'all.
He
Trust
tried
me.
to,
Trust me.
especially when it's coming up to like when it's time for filming,
Yeah,
and I expect that of him. Stay in character.
yeah.
I know when to bring you out, but when he's going into character or when he has filming coming up,
Yeah.
I expect for him to stay in character because I want him to be the best that he can be. But when it's over with, I need you to come out of character. Yeah, I need you to be my
Be
husband,
your husband.
like life husband.
Yeah.
So
See, and I had a girlfriend break up with me because she saw like everything I was trying to do with acting, and she already knew she couldn't. And it's just kind of this kind of heartwarming for me because I'm like, man, there's someone out there that couldn't be like help add gas to my fire when I need to, and like, oh no, push them, because I feel like both of y'all just yin and yang and pushed each other. Like you may push them, and he came back and pulled you, and that's all anybody want to ask for, especially when you come to find like your life partner and stuff, because a lot of these people these days they can't separate the job from everything else too.
right.
Yeah.
And my thing is like I look at role models that's in the industry like Nicole and Boyz.
Oh,
Like I'm looking at them.
oh yeah,
Yeah, and they're like so I just love their spirit and you know
Yeah.
on camera and off camera. You know.
I feel like they're real authentic, to be
Uh-huh.
honest. Because I just feel like I don't know what all go on in their household.
Right,
but, like,
right.
As you can tell, like they genuinely like each other, and like not like these
Exactly.
other people like on the, like social media. Oh yeah, I'm just with him just so he get my. I'm with her so my stature go up. Like I think that's like one of the only married couple that ain't really in the like public.
You have a
it's
couple.
huh?
You have a couple. I mean, you
Angela
got Denzel
Bassett.
and Denzel Washington and his wife.
Yeah.
Then you have
Yes.
Angela Bassett and
Who
her
is she now?
husband.
I can't think of his name, but he is in the entertainment.
He's an actor. I was shocked when I found out she
He
was married.
plays on my show I like to watch. What's
A lot of shows.
I know I do. I watch a whole lot of shows. Not Blue Bloods, but it's the it's
it's one
not Criminal Minds, but Criminal Intent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
Criminal
can't think of his
Intent.
name,
I think he's been on a couple of though. Actually, I think he's on pretty much running on criminal one of those Criminal Intent shows.
But my to go couple has always been, like, off the top of my head, has always been Nicole and Boyz.
Yeah. See, I was a Will and Jada person, and I should have knew better.
And also
I was so upset.
Tisha and well, they're divorced now, so that's why I'm like Nicole and Boyz, you know.
Yeah,
Tisha Campbell and
We have Felicia Rashad and her husband.
yes.
I mean, you have a lot of authentic relationships out there that are in the business, that are able to maneuver through the business and do. The whole key to this is always remaining professional, no matter what it is that you're doing, and that's something that I say at all points in time is whatever she may play on screen, whatever I may play on screen, we always keeping it professional. Sure, you meet the people, your co-stars, you have to get to know them, you have to build chemistry with them. There's that camaraderie that you're gonna have, but no matter what you're building with them, you still remain professional in business, and that you have to be able to do. And that's something that I've always told my wife, that no matter what it is that I'm doing in this business, I always will remain professional. And I always will understand that this is business. Yes, I do chemistry on camera. Yes, I do have to bring realism to the character. I have to live truthfully under imaginary circumstances. I have to do what's needed, and so does my wife, and so does anyone that's playing a character on there. You have to be able to bring that to screen. And once you're able to do that, again, keep it professional, and then that's business.
Yeah. Dang. I like that.
And respectful.
So whatever happens to you, it's all business.
Yeah.
Don't take it personal.
Oh yeah. Wait, you trying to?
Yeah.
You trying to kill me?
I didn't say. I just said whatever happens.
Yeah.
You just understand it's business.
Oh,
Never
yeah.
take it personal.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, I feel it. Look,
I think there's a message in that.
I know. I feel like Dr. Britt might be trying to kill Luke season. Why make them season 1? Just let me know ahead of time. Look, I accept the business part. Just let me know. Hey, I'll go out a fighting chip. Let me go out like 50 cents, please. I ain't going back. Just take me out. Just take me out how it is. But no, I agree with that professional, because all the business I have done, like I used to be a party promoter, do parties, everything, and sometimes like with mixing the business with, it get messy.
Yeah.
And on top of it too, like if you try to date or talk to somebody and they are not mentally prepared for the business you're in, they always jump to conclusions, jump to everything else too, and then they get mad at you and calls you arm and leg just because someone's upset.
Right.
And so you see a lot in these days, like with people, like even with like recently with the Celtics basketball coach, like keeping him professional at his job and everything, cost him. He's saying it cost him this year, but it may cost him his whole career. And it's just like so important. Keep it professional.
Right.
That's why you always have to think. You have to understand what you're doing, and you have to think ahead. Is this the best move for me?
Yeah.
If I go down this route, what is going to be the end result? What am I standing to lose? Is there any gain in this at all? If not, no, don't do it. If everything behind it's going to be a loss, then don't do it. And so that's what you have to always think about. Now, I'm not trying to talk about their situation. I have no understanding or idea of the situation, but I'm just saying that anything in general, you know, make sure that whatever road or route you take, that you're making sure that that's not something that's going to cause you a loss.
Oh yeah.
And communicate.
Yeah.
We're one, so you can't just go out there and say, "Oh, I took this," or "I think it was okay." No, I need communication.
Yeah.
And we communicate. Now it was rough. It was rough when we first, not with this part, but back in the day when we first started dating, and you know, he too, manager, promoter, and this and that. It was rough, but we learned to communicate, and I had to understand. You need to make me feel secure and let me know that this is just business. Don't keep me out there on a limb. You communicate with me, and the same with me. I mean, you know, it's communication.
Yeah. And I gotta try to tell people all the time, communication is a two-way street. Like one person can talk, but you gotta be open up to listen. And vice versa, because like if you're trying to build something, especially these days, like a lot of people these days just build something just for the temporary time, not trying to build nothing to last. When you're trying to build something to last, you gotta understand it comes with your hiccups. You gotta go the ups and downs, the roller coaster ride. It's gonna make you scream, pull your hair out, what you gotta do, kick your shoes off, be like. By the time you get done with the ride, it's gonna look like you got your butt kicked and everything.
Right.
But people so quick to give up on something that they went through all this for, and really just be over a couple words like, hey, let's sit down and have a conversation and get an understanding of where we at and what we need to do to get to where we need to get to, so we both feel safe in anything.
And it's the way you communicate. It's about communication, but it's also the way you communicate.
Yeah.
You know, you can't assume, or you can't automatically assume that this person is going to accept what you say. The way you say it.
Yeah, I think sometimes I need to work on still too, my delivery, because I'm raw, I'm cutthroat. I'm like, take it how it is, go on. I'm like, shoot, there's plenty of fences in the sea, so let me just keep swimming. They got black mermaid now, so might run up on a black mermaid or something. Just never know, because especially in this industry that we're a part of, it's such a big thing, because the role you play have a role that's make your partner uncomfortable, and then you still got to sit down and communicate. And I think that's what like a lot of my exes, they couldn't understand that part. It's like, I don't know about this. I was like, it ain't. Look, at the end of the day, I'm letting you know, whatever we got to talk about, understand, boom. You need to meet the person I'm in the scene with, boom. But it's like you said, you got to be a willingness to do something.
Right.
So, question, Doctor, now we're getting back into like the character alone. So, the preparation, like she already said it in the house, how long do you be in character? Because every time I meet you, I feel like I'm talking to Dr. Brooks versus Darin, Byrd, because I don't know.
Well, when you see first thing you got to understand about developing a character is you got to understand. I dig deep, and I do a lot of research. For this particular character, I had to do a lot of research, a lot of time investing into watching certain people, watching certain movies, watching certain documentaries, certain interviews, just different things that I had to do to embed myself into this particular character. And so when you do that, then you're able to bring that to real life. And when you do that, sometimes it will keep you in that balance where it's easy for you to fall into that particular character, because either you're so close to that character or you just have done so much to prepare yourself for that character. And once that happens, then it can be a situation where it's hard to leave you. And at some point, you become that character, and that's what it's supposed to be. Because you got to realize this is a movie that we've just done, but we also are into a TV series.
Yeah.
And so for doing a TV series, I still have to carry this character throughout the series.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of, I just can't take this character and then put it down
You gotta keep it
and
going.
ice cold the character, but then assume that after we've set for 4, 5, maybe 6 months and then start to film again, then I can just quickly pick this character right back up and then go with it, because it's not going to operate that way.
I understand.
So that's what makes this job for us hard, because you can't just always cold
Okay.
turkey grab a character and then run with it and think that it's going to give your audience what they want. It's not going to be authentic, and they're not going to believe it.
Yeah.
So when they're sitting there watching it, they're like, "No, I don't believe that character. I don't think that this is what he is."
I agree with that. Cause you see a lot of, and that's like the big thing with Hollywood too. Like it's just this industry. Cause a lot of people get so stuck in the character, like, cause they gotta be like with like Keith Ledger with the Joker, like a lot of them,
Yeah.
and like you gotta think like most people don't understand the mental part with that as well too.
Right.
So I'm asking for a future question basically. So when it get time for you to, when this character is no longer, how do you step away from that? Like out of being Dr. Brooks for, we're gonna say 10 years. Now it's time for you to step away and get back to, like, how do you do that? 'Cause you got more experience than me.
Well, you have to have, first off, you have to have a circle around you of people that can help you. I, of course, my pastor over at Kingdom Harvest Community, Christian Ministry, Kingdom Harvest Christian Ministry, that is my spiritual guide. So to come out of something like this type of character, I have to have someone I can be able to lean on, someone that I can go to in my private moments to help bring me down with this type of character that I'm playing. Because this type of character takes so much to prepare for. It takes so much. This character is going to go through so many cycles. And this character is going to go through so much. And being that it's going to happen, I have to be able to come out of this. And that's what you need. You need a circle of people around you that can do that. And then be prepared to go into your next character. And then you have to now mentally prepare yourself to build that character. I once had a person tell me, because I've had so many characters over time that I have played, I once had a person tell me, you're borderline for insanity. Because you have so much. And then I would, over time, would use some of those characters just to get through life. Because I've had so many characters that I have to portray. And when you have that many different characters that you're playing over time in your head constantly, it's, it can really throw you for a loop into reality of who you are versus who the characters are. And then now you're trying to live a regular normal life when you've got all of these characters in your head constantly, and you're utilizing them to get you through life sometimes, to get you through situations sometimes. You're utilizing these different characters to do that. And that's why they say sometimes you're borderline insane. That's insanity.
Yeah. And for anybody, sometimes people don't realize it ain't just actors that do that. It's people in real life, because over time you build so many different personas of who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't even know who you really are no more. You ain't like, I had that problem, because with certain friends I was this person, other friends I was this person, other friends I was this person. And like, I thank God for my therapist, because she helped me really it's funny. I can look in the mirror like, bro, I don't know who I was looking at.
Mm-hmm.
So now the point I look in the mirror, I say, hey, bro, where you been at? And it's so, and like I said, borderline insanity. It's like to the point where like, bro, who am I? I don't even know who I am no more. I got so many different nicknames. I'm like, oh, you want to talk to Mike Larry? Here go Mike Larry back here. You want to talk to Chris? You want to talk to this? I was like, and funny about it, I realized all these nicknames I had for myself were actually different personalities that I started basically creating to myself. And it was like, dang. And it's all because like the people around and like who they needed me to be at that time versus who I was. So, and I can understand that part completely. So, I know spiritually wise, like, yeah, cause my uncle, Pastor DeJuan Womack, I call him about every day.
Right.
He more like a father to me than anything, cause especially like when I went to my little darkest moment, he helped bring me back. Cause I thought like I was done with everything. I was like, man, I've been right there to the door so many times to get it shut in my face. Like, yeah, this ain't happening. You know what? I can get a regular job. I can make a lot of money, still do what I need to do. Take care of the kids, still be a happy life. He went in and let me settle. But then he's like, He's like, going in there, all that was preparation for you to get the, like, I talked to him this morning, because I was like, just want to talk about gratitude in general. I was like, I'll pray with me, because it ain't for nothing. I ain't in a bad spot. I was like, thank you for where I'm at. He's like, no, you gotta do it on your own. I'm praying to keep you covered and everything. And it's just, I know how important that is. Just having that person that spend that time with you spiritually that can help you get the, and I thank you for my therapist too, because she helped me mentally as well too, to get the,
right.
You know, I feel like these people are real important in everything, especially in the line of work that we do.
I mean, absolutely.
Yeah. So, Dr. Brooks, what can they expect from you in Sacred? No heart. I know there ain't no heart in that no more, because I feel like you cut out the heart and you just throw it all away and stuff. So, I know.
Yeah, he cut the heart out.
I know you don't want to cut the heart out, but what can they expect from Dr. Brooks from the movie and getting ready to go into
The
the
series.
series?
Well, I mean, with the movie, it's no different. What you gonna get with Dr. Brooks in the movie? He's gonna be more amped up in the series than what you're gonna see in the movie. But again, I tell people, I run a respectable hospital in the community.
I talk to your nurses.
me and my wife, we built the hospital over 35 years ago together. And so we are in the community, and we have a respectable hospital that we built in the community. And I mean, I take care of my family, there for them. I feel like I should receive Father of the Year award.
You heard that, Dante?
I mean,
He's the daddy of the year.
I mean, I think that I should. I'm there for my daughter Sophia.
What about the other ones? You don't acknowledge the other
He
kids.
does not acknowledge our other children.
I feel like you only just like Sophia, your daughter. That's the only child you really got. Because that's what I've been picking up from this whole interview. You forgot about
And I keep
your
telling him, Mama's baby, Papa's maybe.
I mean, what more do you want from me when it comes to the other ones? I mean, my thing is, I expect them to do what they're supposed to do. If they don't, then, I mean, there's consequences.
See.
Well, if you feed them long enough, they start to look like you, and I guess that's how he feels.
Huh.
So what you trying to say?
I'm a woman of little words.
So keep your words short then, please.
Hey, the Brooks family.
But I do have actions, though. I do have plenty of actions.
Ooh. I can't wait to see what they're going on in Sacred. Ooh.
I mean, like I said, again, you're gonna have it's drama. To be honest, it's packed with a lot of drama. There are some things that's gonna be happening in there that It's probably gonna make you say, "Oh my gosh."
Facts.
Put you on
Oh
your
my
seat.
gosh.
Yeah.
That's the lowest words you're probably gonna say.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the least extreme that you're gonna say. If we go on the stream, it's a whole nother word. But look, they people God, so I ain't even going. We ain't going.
Right.
I mean, you're gonna see. I mean, you're gonna, like I said, it's just drama. You're gonna see that. You're gonna see, people are doing things, that nurses do.
What y'all insurance plan look out like that?
Our insurance plan?
Yeah, because I'm talking about like if I got like the cheap insurance, I got like the
Can you come to the
can
hospital?
I come to the hospital to be seen?
I welcome anybody to my hospital.
Okay, make sure you do it. Wait, what my bill gonna look like afterward?
You're gonna pay the bill.
Just send to my insurance company. They'll take care of it for me.
You gonna pay the bill.
I got Aflac. They take care of the other half. Dang. What about veterans? Veterans get seen?
You're gonna pay the bill.
Or else, huh? He ain't gonna say the words, but I can feel like it's or else after that. Okay, I'm paying my bill. Okay. Dr. Brooks.
Now
Yeah.
we built the hospital together, so it's not bad.
I trust that
It's-
Dr. Brooks.
yeah.
I trust that Dr. Brooks over.
Right.
Well, there's a lot of Dr. Brookses up in this hospital.
Yes.
You know, you got your sons following your footsteps.
Right.
Your daughters. Daughters.
My daughter.
Daughters.
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 I don't know why he does not recognize the other children. I recognize them.
I mean, I've seen them.
Ooh. Y'all ain't good enough to be his kids. I told you, just adopt Luke. He'd be the son you always wanted and hoped for.
No, I have a daughter that I've always wanted.
He only wanted one kid and just came out and got all these other ones.
He has all these other kids
Don't even acknowledge them.
and don't acknowledge them.
Just like some of these other parents out here.
But he
How did I not acknowledge my kids when did they not get a name?
They got a name, but
Did they not get a name?
the love and affection.
Did they not get a name?
Yeah, they got a name.
I mean, it did not say anywhere in
Well,
there
as
that
long
there
as
was
they have
anything
their
else
mother's
I had
love.
to do after that
they
except give
have
them
their
a name.
mother's love. So
Did they not get a
they're
name?
good. They're good.
They last name Brooks, y'all. Hey,
And they have their mother's love. All of them.
I don't know about that Sophia.
There
She
you
look
go.
like,
See,
hey,
see,
They have their mother's love.
that mother love.
see, there you go. She gives them whatever else that they need. There you go.
I like this family.
I need them to be strong, and if they can't be that, then oh well.
See, that's why I said I'm the perfect mixture. I could be just adopt Luke, Luke Brooks. Damn, they have a ring. Before I end up in the morgue, Dr. Brooks's, the doctors, Dr. Brooks's. What are y'all most excited about in this whole project that we got coming out on November the 5th and November
The
6th?
entire project. I'm just excited. I saw the trailer and I was like,
Yeah.
I'm just excited about the whole project.
Ooh.
I'm excited.
I'm excited about the project. I'm most excited about the life change experience that everybody has put so much hard work into. Because this, of course, is about to be a life changing for everybody that's a part of it. And that is going to be miraculous. So I'm super excited for this project, and then even more excited for the city of Pensacola, the city of Milton, Fort Walton, Panama City, all of the surrounding areas.
Yeah.
I'm excited, especially in my hometown, Milton. Excited for them to be able to see someone come from the city and do something great. Just like everybody's excited for those here in Pensacola that are being able to do something great. I adopt this city as well.
Yeah, I feel like Pensacola always an adopted city for everybody surrounding. So I'm from Cantonment and Quintet. Y'all just remember that. I'm from Quintet.
We from Quintet too. Y'all Quintet.
They say Quintet now, hey. But not everybody started moving to Quintet now. Y'all
Okay, that's right.
I'm tired of y'all building up over there. Hey, I'm OG quintet. We ain't having all that new nonsense.
I moved out there in quintet for the country life. That's what we moved.
And
out
it's
there.
love and peace.
And it's
right?
And now it's
And it
turned
do seem
into-
like it seems like
City
it's
life.
turning city. So
real quick.
what I think will
Yep.
end up happening, and I'm not gonna tell nobody where, but as we progress with sacred, we just gonna move ourselves farther. But we're gonna still be in this general
Yeah.
area.
Yeah.
We just gonna move farther.
Understand.
Simply because I like the country peaceful.
Yes.
It ain't peaceful no more.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look.
And my dad's side is from Daphne.
Ooh.
And that,
Yeah.
but that ain't even country no more.
Oh.
You know.
Everything building up out here.
Yes.
All these subdivisions want to pop up. Man, can't even go on, take my son to school without the road getting tore up. So, hey, I didn't mind the bumps.
And I like
I know, right?
Yeah, and I always liked it peaceful. I mean, my dad's side, he's from Leesville, Louisiana.
Oh, yeah.
So over there in Leesville,
It's quiet.
it's always quiet. And,
Mm-hmm.
whenever we go spend summers in Leesville, it's always quiet. I mean, of course, we were kids back then. We were playing and having a good time. But as I grew up, and even when I took my wife and my kids to Leesville to visit my grandparents, it's still peaceful down there. And it's got more peaceful. And so that type of atmosphere, I really
7
like.
hours.
I don't mind taking that drive.
Yeah, 7 hours.
Cause like, especially where I'm at, I live on the. I ain't gonna tell them no different. I ain't gonna tell you no descriptions because they might find out where I'm at. But
Did you say a dirt road?
Yeah,
You was
man.
gonna say a dirt road?
yeah,
Oh,
no, I like it because
yeah.
basically it's all around family.
Mm-hmm.
Like night times, look at the stars, I don't hear nothing. It's quiet. Now summertime, everybody gonna come up there and ride a dang 4-wheeler dirt bike up my road, just like it's private property. Next time I'm calling the cops. Just know, cause I ain't having it. It was 2:00 in the morning. I had to call the police. I'm like everybody there screaming and everything. I was like, nah, I ain't having that. I went outside. I was like, yeah, I'm sitting outside. Go down that hill. Tell them they gotta go. If they come back, lock them up. They
We gotta
trespass.
find out where he lives.
Hey, it's quiet over there. It's quiet.
But we were quiet too, but we ain't quiet no more.
Nah, nighttime it's still quiet. Everything's still quiet. It just.
Well, we on the
Them
edge of the
fools.
street now.
Wildlife out there.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie. I saw a bear like 3 months ago. As a matter of fact, I think it was right when I got done on set one day. Driving home, I thought it was a big brown raccoon because raccoons are real bad out there. Yeah. Oh, y'all on the other side, but like if y'all go in the woods right there, they
But
bad.
then you say
yeah.
you saw a bear?
Yeah. At first I thought it was a raccoon. I was like, man, this is a big
How
one.
could you differentiate a bear from a raccoon?
I look at the eyes first. I was like, "Oh, it's like the yellow eyes," but it ended up being orange. I got closer. I was like, pull it back, reverse. That thing scattered somewhere. I've been cutting down the trees ever since, so I can make sure I don't. My kids out there, I ain't gotta have no. I can make
You
sure.
saw a bear?
Yeah, I was like, oh, if we got bears out in Pennsylvania, we got bears in Quintet food. I was like, I done seen everything.
Off camera, we'll figure out where that location
Yes,
is. Off camera.
please.
Okay.
But we gonna tell you where our location
I'm not gonna
is.
tell you. I'm not gonna let you tell them people your location.
Oh yeah, come on. Yeah.
Off camera, we'll talk.
Yeah.
And we will tell you our location off camera.
I got you, man.
Wow.
Yeah, country life is way to go, especially for this type of work. I need my peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it, but I'm nervous
Yeah.
out there
Yeah.
of the animals.
Yeah.
But
Other
I
than
love
that,
it.
cool. And I just wish we had some more food place that would deliver out there. I'm just saying I'm tired of Pizza Hut and Papa John's. I mean Pizza Hut and Domino's.
I definitely
I
well
wish we had Papa John's.
we close to the Pizza Hut.
Then everything. But Papa John's and pork is still delivered.
So
Oh, yeah.
so back to sacred.
Hey, back to Sacred.
You wanna know
Yeah.
something about?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
So what? All right. What is something that you're most excited about that no one ain't gonna respect?
Just the actual movie itself is it's gonna have a lot of
Ooh,
it's got a lot of suspense,
facts.
drama, and things come to life in it. So
That is true.
things come to life, and I'm waiting for those things to to expound. You know, I'm ready to see those things come to life.
Yeah, I asked, do I get to come to Jesus moment? I found out I don't. So.
You know what?
No, that's the first thing I asked when Rico was a great mind, like great vision for everything.
Yeah.
So I just try to make sure like I knew the way that this character was going, so I know accordingly how I need to receive him.
Right.
Cause like I mean, not as long as he been digging in this character, he knew about this character, but like I was like, bro, I gotta break this character down. Start watching different people, pick up on different mannerisms. I was like, oh, I got to tap into the old side of me that I decided to suppress. I was like, I got to come back out.
Yeah.
And hopefully, as time goes along, I can create more. I ain't gonna say, I ain't trying to be a good guy. I'm trying to make this character so authentic that it differentiates from every other character that anybody could try to compare to on the show, on other shows. So
is there anything about Sacred that makes you nervous?
Dr. Brooks. That's the only thing.
Really?
Dr. Brooks is the only person making other like Dr. Brooks. Yeah, you're the only one. I ain't worried about the sons and stuff. But Sacred, like just the opportunity in general. Like man, I was nervous at first. Thought it wasn't really. I thought this part of my life was over. Even though I took the class and everything else, I was like, keep stepping in the water, coming back out. Stepping in the water, coming back out. Like, the whole project just wasn't more like nervous. I was just more excited.
Excited.
It's like this journey that I've been on this whole time that I thought was definitely over is now becoming a reality.
Right.
And, like, really, I had to look at it like this. I couldn't see the journey I was on, even though this is something I asked God for. But God just knew that, look, every step, just keep pushing, just keep adding everything you're going through to your repertoire, and it's going to make sense when you get there. And, like, right now I'm looking at it like, bro, it's right in front of my face. I'm not there yet. I'm at the door. But now I look back, I was like, oh, I needed to go through that to get to here. Because mentally wise, I wasn't prepared for it when I first started really digging deep into this industry. I would have been on MTV Are You the One 2019 if everything would have went to play. I wouldn't go through my storm, my dark part. But that dark part of my life was needed to see if I really wanted this and cut a couple of them layers of fat, external fat off, so I can know a lot of people just leeches and draining it out of me versus trying to add to me as I thought they was. But I thank God all the time, because it wasn't with him.
Right.
Man, he knows who I would be in, but I'm right where I need to be at the time I need to be there. Glad for all my friends that are out in California that went there and they're doing their thing now. Mobley, he in All American, sure got some speaking roles, proud of them. At first I was so compared, looking at them like, man, they doing it. I'm here, I gotta be around my kids. I'm not gonna leave my kids. That's one thing I kept telling them. I was like, yeah, they like, go California. I was like, I can't do it. Now my kids are here. I don't care about nothing else. I was like, at the end of the day, I can walk away from acting. Like, I can't walk away from them. My daddy wasn't here for me, but I'll make sure they know I'm here. But
that's awesome.
That part alone, just what God did, and just the journey alone, I'm just thankful for it. Like, I'm just excited. The only thing I'm scared about on Sacred is Dr. Brooks. Well, I ain't say which one. What master? Yeah, right now. The head Dr. Brooks. The one right here in the blue jacket. If Luke ever something comes up with Luke on the show, he did it. He did it.
Wow.
I didn't know it. But yeah.
And all I do is just perform my day-to-day surgeries.
Yeah, you're right. Day to day.
What did you say? He take the heart out?
Yeah,
he took the heart out.
Yeah. The reason why I ain't take the heart no more, y'all.
He took the heart out.
Finger, because I'm afraid it's gonna get cut off. I don't want no fingers to be lost either. In my heart, I don't.
Well, one of the great things that you did say, and I have to kind of piggyback off of it is Actors Corp.
Yeah.
I appreciate my wife for the push that she gave me, and I appreciate Enrico for the opportunity to allow me to come into Actors Corp, because to come from theater and under Leroy Williams, I had learned so much with theater that once I had the opportunity to do TV and film, that was a whole different world for me. Yeah, I've done so much in acting, but that was a whole different diameter that I was not necessarily prepared for. And I had been out of acting for a little while. And once I got back into it, it was a little rough. But Enrico continued to push me. And also the instructor's favor continued to push me. And as I continued to grow in TV and film and with Actors Corp, I learned and look back, that is a great start for anybody. Because now throughout all of that, I've been able to help instruct at the Actors Corp. I've been able to direct because, of course, Enrico gives everybody opportunities. He doesn't build us just as actors. He builds us to be able to have opportunities outside of just acting, getting behind the camera, directing, AD, assistant directing, PAs, producers, executive producers. He's given us all of the tools and opportunities to be able to do the very same thing. So it broadens our horizon as we continue our career to be so much more in this business. And I'm so grateful and thankful for what he's done. All of this could not have been possible anyhow without God leading and directing. God gets all the glory for everything that we're doing. But when you have someone like Enrico that's in this community, that's giving everybody a chance and an opportunity, you've got to cease and halt for a moment to just pay that respect to him. I still have to cease and halt for what Leroy Williams done with Picard for me. Those two guys have been very instrumental in my career, in my life, in this type business that I'm in. And to be able to launch out and be on do sets with Brock Meyer, and to do be in sextuplets with Marlon Wayans, and then do the Bankers with Neil Long and Samuel Jackson and Anthony Mackie and Greenleaf. So being able to go on those sets and be out on that road really prepared me for what it is like to be on the set of Sacred. Because when we were on the set with Sacred, those long hours, I had already been built up for that.
Used to it,
Sure, it did still get to me simply because we were on there for long hours. But it's still, I was built up for that. And I'm continuously building myself up because there are going to be other sets that we're going to do. They're going to be long hours as well. This business is going to continue to rotate, and I'm going to continue to have different sets. It's going to have long hours. So I prepare myself for that just as well as any other actor that's involved. We prepare ourselves to do that. But Actors Corp is great. That's on Tuesdays and Thursdays that we do that. And so those that's out there that happens to watch this, that happens to see it, if you want that opportunity, then come to Actors Corp. Take that step. We all three are sitting here. All three of us has went through Actors Corp by some means. Some may have did a 1 day, 2 day. Some may have
1 day.
I did the 1 day.
Extreme.
And it was still jam packed for that 1 day.
I did 8 weeks. We're doing 10 weeks now. So there again, like I said, that's an opportunity. And there's a lot of people here in Pensacola that have went through Actors Corp that are doing great things. Whether they're doing great things in Sacred or they're doing great things elsewhere, they still have went through Actors Corp, and it's a proven avenue that it works and that it's working because it's launching. Look at what we're doing with Sacred.
Right.
I mean, this is amazing, not just for all of us, but for the city.
Yeah.
This is going to be huge once it launches on November 5th and 6th. And then beyond, once we
Right.
do the series, this is going to be explosive.
Fact.
And it's going to just create more more product and content to come right behind it.
Oh yeah.
So it's going to continue to keep us busy doing what we love to do.
That's true. Ooh. Thank yeah. You know, and I still come to the realization that it's really happening.
Right.
And like everything you said, I was like, man, it's really it's here.
Mm-hmm.
Like the countdown already started. Like we less than 30 days away.
Right.
Like it's here. It's like right here at the door, and it's like it's humbling, and like it just
Mm-hmm.
it's a blessing because Pensacola, the name of the place that always be on all these movies, y'all finally get to see Pensacola.
Yes.
And we're doing the premiere here in Pensacola, which is even bigger than I think it would have been if it was done anywhere else. Because what it brings into this city, in the time where the city is in like a real renaissance and everything for all the arts in the city, like music wise, really like regular art, movies, acting, all this stuff. Like this time right here is just like I said, it's perfect timing.
It's
Hey,
perfect.
matter of fact, it's ordained timing. It's
That's
God's timing.
Mhm.
And shoot, man, I'm just excited because the city you grow up in,
Mm-hmm.
finally
Yes. Yes.
saying,
Yes.
hey, we been here, but now you get to see us for what we really are.
Thanks to God.
Yes.
God, and thank you to El Rico.
Rico. Yes.
And again, I want to piggyback off of what my husband said as well as what you said. This is the time because before God was preparing us,
Yeah.
He was preparing us to have the right people around us.
Yeah.
And like my husband said, he has our pastor. Our pastor prays for us daily.
Daily.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's one praying man.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and every Sunday I'm praying for you, brother, and how's things going and this and that. You know, that feels good to have a pastor that does that.
They care about
that
you.
come you know, he'll call
Yeah.
and he'll pray. You was in my spirit, I'm gonna pray for you. So we know he covered as far as coming in and out of character.
Ooh.
I know my house is covered because I'm gonna continue to pray. He gonna continue to pray, but we know our spiritual, our shepherd. He got
Looking
us.
over for
He's
you.
looking over. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so we're good. And back then it wasn't the time because we probably didn't have the right people. We wasn't in the right space, the right place. And so now I know this is it.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yes. Yeah, you said it because. Ooh.
And what did Pastor say today?
Ooh.
This is the month of number 10 is the month of completion or
Mhm.
greatness or something like that. So we ready. This is it. This is our time. November. Hey.
Ooh.
And it's good you brought that up because, you know, even with my pastor, he prays for sacred itself.
Yes.
The production, and he doesn't even know hardly anybody in there other than us two. But he prays for the whole project. And we have a few others in our church that do the same thing.
Yes.
They not only pray for my wife and myself, but they pray for the whole project because this is a testimony to show that there is a lot of people in this city that's waiting for this to happen. They're waiting to see sacred on that screen.
Yes.
They're waiting to sit in their living rooms
It's
week after week
Pensacola.
and see sacred as a TV series.
Right.
They're ready to see this.
Oh, yeah.
And to know that this city is so on fire for this is amazing.
Oh yeah. I agree.
Yep.
Man. Hey, I always say God did this.
God did it.
Hey, God
God
did
did
this. Man.
He did.
And look, And he got way more to do.
Amen.
Hey, we serving God too great that this is
It's
the
just the
beginning.
beginning.
Woo. Like we have lunch pad right now and Rocky about to count down
Yes.
every day, but now for every day until the middle. Hey, get ready to count down with us because
Yes. It's exciting.
we have to take off. And all glory goes to the man upstairs because
Yes.
without him,
Absolutely.
none of us will be here. And the people, he, like you said, people he put us around, prepared us for this. Even Dr. Brooks, even though me, every time he always give me that cold shoulder, I feel like he already knew I was gonna be Luke before I was Luke. But man, he prepared me for this too. The critique thing you did on what the heart wants and everything else too, I ain't forget. So thank you as well too for. Well, no, not Dr. Byrd. Thank you, Mr. Byrd, for everything you did with me and like even just a little background stuff I was doing, correcting me, critiquing me, and being open to give me criticism when needed. So I thank you for that.
I mean, in this business, you got to, and that's one of the things that we always teach you. You know, I'm ever learning myself.
Yes, sir.
You know, just because someone sees what I have done and what I've accomplished, I'm still ever learning, and I too can be critiqued.
Yes, sir.
I too can you know, have someone say, okay, it wasn't this way. My wife does that all the time for me. You know, you didn't really put what you needed in there. Let's go back again and make sure that you do next time. You know, we do that for each other. You know, let's make sure that we give them what it's supposed to give them. If the script says you need to be this way, be that way.
Yeah.
If the script is wanting you to be that type, then be that type. Don't sell the public short. Don't sell your audience short for nothing. This is the business that you created. This is what you got into. So give the audience what they want. Because other than that, why are you doing what you're doing? And again, as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do, but you're being professional, but you give them what they want.
Right.
Because we watch TV every day ourselves.
Oh, yeah.
And I can tell you, me and my wife is watching something. If we can tell,
Oh yeah.
we'll tear it down because of the business we in first off. But if I'm looking at it, I'm like, yeah, no. I mean, we were just watching a show, and I was like, as much as I know that this here is what we do,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to make you, I got caught up in the show
Yeah.
because they did their job.
Oh.
So I was like, now you know you need to go around that corner. Now you know you need to turn that, and I'm feeling it, and I'm getting into it, and I was just telling my wife, I was like, see.
Good acting will get you.
But you have to be able to give them what they want. You gotta be authentic.
I'm with it. Oh yeah.
So I'm glad that I was able to, and anybody that I have may have poured into at some point, I'm glad that whatever I've been able to pour into, it worked for you.
Man, thank you, man. Oh, man, y'all give these people a round of applause, man. I got doctors, Brooks is the doctors of the Brooks family, the head doctors. Man, I just want to thank y'all for coming on. Thank y'all for sharing, man, y'all journey, and I know it inspired many and multiple people listening and watching this. But man, before we leave, I always do my little closing remarks. You gonna like it though. Hey, they might get me in the family, y'all. They might get me in the family. But look, hey, thank y'all again for tuning in and watching. But look, dream big dream, because small dream got a little magic. And how big would you dream if you know you couldn't fail? And y'all remember this. Y'all do y'all best and let God take care of the rest. And on November 5th and 6th, Pensacola, y'all better come out and show out. Man, thank y'all again for coming on. Man, y'all, I'm just so grateful. I'm rather be considered being the Brooks family. But, hey, let me hurry and get out of here before I get killed. But, hey, thank y'all again. Thank y'all for tuning in and watching. Peace, love, happiness, y'all. We out.
I know that I'm different, self-motivated, self-disciplined, yeah. I learned from my experience. I just want someone to take me serious. Real question. questions that I ask. How long will this solo trip last? I'm content with being alone in the past, but it's changing and it's something I can't grasp. Turn off my phone, I'm in my zone, so now I'm acting different. I'm to myself, I'm in my head, mapping out this life I'm living. Shadow work on myself, I done already seen hell. Can't fit in, so I rebel, but I don't miss a beat.